The Great Reset is one of the most controversial and widely discussed conspiracy theories of the modern era. At its core, it suggests that global elites, under the guise of addressing economic inequality, climate change, and technological advancement, are orchestrating a transformation of society that will lead to unprecedented control over people's lives. But is it a well-intentioned plan for progress or a sinister scheme for totalitarian rule? Origins of the Great Reset. The term Great Reset was formally introduced by the World Economic Forum, WEF, in June 2020. In the aftermath of the COVID-19 pandemic, Klaus Schwab, the WEF's founder, proposed that the crisis provided an opportunity to reset capitalism and build a more equitable, sustainable, and resilient global system. The initiative was supported by global leaders, multinational corporations, and major financial institutions, all of whom agreed that the world needed fundamental change. The three main pillars of the Great Reset, as outlined by the WEF, are: reforming economic systems to promote fairer wealth distribution, harnessing technological advancements for a sustainable future, restructuring global governance to address collective challenges. At face value, these objectives seem noble. However, many believe that hidden beneath the surface is a plan to centralize control, erode individual freedoms, and implement a dystopian technocracy. The conspiracy, a global takeover disguised as progress. Critics argue that the Great Reset is not just about restructuring capitalism, it's about establishing a new world order where unelected elites dictate how people live, work, and interact. The concerns surrounding this agenda revolve around several key aspects. 1. You will own nothing and be happy. One of the most infamous slogans associated with the Great Reset comes from a 2016 WEF video that stated, "You will own nothing and be happy." This phrase immediately sparked outrage, as it implied a future where private property is abolished and everything is rented or shared under government and corporate control. Some theorists claim this is part of a move toward neo-feudalism, where individuals no longer have personal ownership over homes, vehicles, or even digital assets. 2. Digital ID and social credit system. A major aspect of the Great Reset is the introduction of digital identification systems, which would link all financial, medical, and personal data under a single platform. This is eerily similar to China's social credit system, where citizens are ranked based on their behaviors, with consequences for low-scoring individuals, such as restricted travel or job opportunities. Governments and corporations have already begun rolling out biometric IDs, vaccine passports, and cashless payment systems, leading many to believe that the Great Reset is paving the way for total surveillance and control over financial transactions. 3. Central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, and the end of cash. Many conspiracy theorists argue that the global shift toward central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, is a fundamental part of the Great Reset's control system. Unlike decentralized cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, CBDCs are issued and controlled by governments, meaning they could be programmed to restrict purchases, expire after a certain period, or be used to impose financial penalties for non-compliance. Imagine a future where your spending is monitored in real time. Certain purchases are blocked for environmental reasons. Your funds are frozen if you criticize the government. This would give banks and policymakers unprecedented control over people's financial independence. 4. Climate change as a justification for control. While addressing climate change is an important global goal, critics believe that the WEF is weaponizing environmental concerns to justify draconian restrictions. The net zero movement and carbon tracking technologies could lead to personal carbon footprints that limit travel, diet, and consumption. Bans on gas-powered vehicles and meat consumption in favor of electric transport and lab-grown food. 15-minute cities, where residents are confined to designated zones to reduce emissions. These restrictions would effectively limit personal freedoms under the guise of sustainability. 5. The role of big tech and AI in the Great Reset. The rapid rise of artificial intelligence, AI, automation, and biotechnology is another crucial aspect of the Great Reset. Some fear that AI will replace millions of jobs, leading to a forced reliance on Universal Basic Income, UBI. Brain-computer interfaces, like Elon Musk's Neuralink, will be used to monitor and control thoughts. A metaverse reality will be created to trap people in digital environments while real-world freedoms disappear. The end goal, according to skeptics, is a highly controlled, technologically monitored society where freedom is an illusion. The counterargument, is the Great Reset a misunderstood vision? Not everyone believes the Great Reset is a conspiracy. Some argue that the initiative is merely a response to real global challenges, such as economic inequality, technological advancements, and environmental concerns. They claim that wealth redistribution is necessary to address rising global disparities. Technology can enhance quality of life if used ethically. Governments must adapt to prevent future economic collapses. Many believe that the conspiracy theories surrounding the Great Reset are overblown or based on misinterpretations of the WEF's intentions. However, the fact remains that many of the changes proposed, digital IDs, financial tracking, restricted consumption, pose legitimate concerns about privacy, autonomy, and centralized power. Conclusion: a brave new world or a global trap? The Great Reset remains one of the most hotly debated topics in modern conspiracy circles. While its supporters see it as a necessary evolution of global governance, critics warn that it represents a dangerous step toward authoritarian control. The key question is, are we heading toward a better, more sustainable future, or are we sleepwalking into a dystopian nightmare where the few control the many? As we move deeper into the digital age, it is more important than ever to question, research, and remain vigilant about the policies shaping our world. Please remember to like, share and subscribe for more. Stay informed.